Today's problem involves us working with a population and calculating the variance in standard deviation. Problem reads, the numbers of regular season wins for 10 football teams in a given season is listed below. Determine the range, the mean, the variance, and the standard deviation of the population data set. I've put the guidelines or the steps in doing the problem. We want to find the mean of the population data set. So let's look at this data set. If we add up the various numbers and divide by how many numbers, we would have the mean. So if adding the numbers up gives us 87, divided by 10 gives us a mean of 8.7. We were asked to find the range. The range is between the largest value and the smallest value. That is going to be 15 take away 2 is 13. So we now have the range and the mean of the data set. We're going to make a nice clean chart over here. I'm going to list the data in the left first column, the numbers 2, 5, 6, 8, 8, etc. The next column I want to find you calculate is a deviation of each entry. That is the data value minus the mean. The data value is 2 over here. The mean is 8.7. So the difference is minus 6.7. We can do that again for the data value 5. 5 minus 8.7 is a negative 3.7. Let's do it for the data value 8. 8 minus the mean is 8.7, or minus 8.7, which is negative 0.7. So we're calculating the difference between the data values and the mean for each of the data values. The next step is to square each deviation, square that difference. Remember, squaring any number, negative or positive, always gives you a bigger positive number. So negative 6.7 squared is 44.89. Minus 3.7 squared is 13.69. That data value is there twice, so we have that value twice. Let's go down to the data value 9, where the deviation is 0.3. The square of that is 0.09. The next step after squaring the deviation is to add to get the sum of the squares, SS sub x. We want to sigma the difference squared. So that's this column. And if I sum that column, I'm going to get 188.1. The next step is to calculate the variance. The variance is found by dividing by n by n to get the population variance. So we're going to take that summed difference squared and divide it by n to get the variance. So we're going to take 188.1 divided by the number of data values 10. We're getting a variance of 18.81. The next step is to find the square root of that variance, and that square root of that variance is the standard deviation. So here is the formula. We already have what's underneath the radical. So all we need to do is take the square root of 18.81, and we're getting a standard deviation of 0.34. So neatly done out, and the steps are listed there. You should be able to duplicate this problem likewise.